You know, that's the short of it where these things come from. It's not a sign of, you know, some underlying weird, worrisome condition. You know, the lymph nodes are basically the filter system of all up here. So anything kind of drains down can get trapped in the lymph node. I suspect this is going to be your standard staph or strep infection, you know, which is your most common bacteria that would cause this.
Tell me everything, Ava. Tell me everything that's going on with you. But the girl hasn't changed. She's still a cutie.
And so typically the antibiotic that we're on is Ancef. That'll work great. And then hopefully, I would think either tomorrow or the next day, we can go on to IV antibiotics. Sorry, on oral antibiotics.
Oh, okay.
And hopefully out of here.
Yeah.
You guys live in Calgary, I think?
We live in Carson, but it's cool.
Not too far.
Yeah.
And then I did put so we made a cut over top of that, and a bunch of green pus came out, which is good to drain off that infection. That actually probably does more than anything else to move us towards getting this better. And then we wash it out, kind of clean it out. We send some off to the lab to look at it under the microscope and see what's going on there.
How you doing, Yuki? We love you, girl. We love you. Oh.
And that'll probably tell us quite quickly if it shows bacteria and that your standard bacteria, then that'll kind of give us the answer to that staph or strep type infection. You know, there is a rarer type of infection, which I don't think, this is lower on my list, called atypical mycobacterium. So that is, it's a bacteria, but it's a very slow growing bacteria. I must say I've never seen it in this age group before, but that one sometimes is hard to treat with antibiotics and better treated with surgery. But again, that's lower on my list. I think that's unlikely.
You're funny.
It's not dangerous or bad or anything like that, but it's actually a relative of tuberculosis. You know, people get lung infections. Not the same thing, but the only sort of message about that is it's so slow growing, your standard antibiotics don't work very well for it. But again, I think that's unlikely. So there's a little rubber tube in here. Basically, this helps wick off the remainder of that infection. And then you'll see kind of like a turtleneck kind of puffy gauze dressing on there just to kind of keep it all happy there.
With a great big hug and a kiss from me to you. Won't you say you love me too?
It's not a big abscess. You know, it's not as if there's a big pocket in there. Like, it's like, I don't know, the size of a small grape kind of thing, you know? So it's quite small, which is good. It's quite superficial. That's also good. You know, it almost looks like a bad zit. You know, I mean, it is a lymph node, but it's quite superficial, so that's good. So I do think the turnaround's quite quickly. But these things heal from the inside out, right? So the inside's got to heal first. That's why we put the drain in there, just to let that bad stuff come out. Generally, once he wakes up and is kind of, well, maybe a little bit fussy, hungry, they'll get you right back down here. So
and she'll be allowed to feed right when she comes back.
Yeah, for sure. So good. Well, nice to see you guys. Yeah. So hopefully this is kind of a big step towards getting you out of here. And
yes,
home we go.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, very good.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Yes, you.
Okay, let's see if she gets a little sugar high off the medicines. You like that?
Yes, you're cute.
A little more?
Snoof, snoof, snoof.
Are you comfortable?